Hi there and welcome to Sports Bike Shop's video on how to remove and replace a visor on a Diesel Mowie. So to remove this visor, we're going to leave it in a closed position to start with. The first step, nice and simple, follow the instructions. Twist to open with an arrow pointing anti-clockwise. So that's what we're going to do. Take hold of this outer cover, twist it anti-clockwise, that's the cover removed. Now when we look at the actual mechanism itself, not much going on. One lug at the front here and a flathead screwdriver. So the first thing we're going to do with a good sized flathead is just undo this screw. Just hold the visor closed or towards the helmet so it doesn't ping off and send the screw flying. Like so, and that's the visor off as well as the base plate. Do exactly the same on this side. Again, we're going to remove the cover first of all, like so. I'm going to undo the screw and just hold the visor with one finger if you can reach it. It just stops everything coming off and flying everywhere. That's the screw, and just take hold of the base plate and the visor and lift it off. There you go, that's the visor removed. So to replace it, first thing we're going to do is locate the base plate onto the visor. It will only go one way. So I'm going to locate the main pivot point and the lug like so. I'm going to put the visor over the helmet. Just with one hand, just going to line everything up and you'll find that it will drop into place. I'm just going to hold those still. Pop the screw back into place to make sure you're not going to thread it. Once it's in a bit, then you can release the helmet a little bit and just make sure everything's lined up correctly. You can go ahead and tighten the screw fully. And then we can replace the cover. If we look at the base plate, you can see the recess in it here, and this is where it's in its locked and open position. If we look at the actual cover, you see there's a small lug here, and obviously that's where it needs to go. So make sure it's the right way around. Locate that in, like so. And all I'm going to do then, anti-clockwise, click it into place like so. You have to excuse the way the helmet seems to have collapsed. The whole bottom of it is leather, so it doesn't hold its form very well. Okay, so first thing again, I'm going to locate this base plate onto the visor. Just pop the front lug in like so, and then the pivot point, line it up, and pop the screw in. Again, being sure not to cross thread it, as we certainly don't want that to happen. This one doesn't want to go in. There we go. Tighten it up a little bit. And just make sure everything's lined up correctly and in place before you fully tighten it. Like so. And the last bit is the cover again. Lug on the cover, recess in the base plate. Because we're going to twist it clockwise, we want the lug to be at the top of this recess. Then when we close it, it will obviously locate into place. And there we go. Just open and close the visor. Make sure it's obviously running correctly. Make sure it's located on the visor seal along the top correctly. And there we have it. That's how to change a visor on a Diesel Mowie.